Hi guys, Giju64 here, and today we're going to be talking about Lord of the Rings. The 4K release just happened, and as you have noticed, I'm animated. Yes, this is my first video with on being animated.
Geek.
Truth.
64.
Geek.
Truth. 64.
Geek.
True. 64.
Geek.
Truth.
Geek.
Truth. 64. Oh, shit.
Sorry for the big span in videos. I've been working on my set, so everything's kind of torn down right now. Painting, I'm setting up a projector in there and some other stuff. So right now my set's unavailable, and it's taken longer than I thought to get everything back up to where I can film again. So that's why there's been a span in videos. But I've also been working on this animated set, so I will be doing some videos on my animated set because I'd rather give you some animated videos as opposed to no videos, because there's still some stuff that I would like to talk about, including Lord of the Rings on 4K. This is probably not going to be too long a video, but I wanted to talk about the 4K release because I think Lord of the Rings is arguably one of the best trilogies ever made. I think objectively it's in the top 5 movie trilogies ever made. It's that good. It's at that high quality. I mean, it won tons of awards, and for once, the award was actually deserved. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I love those movies. I was not really as big a fan of the Hobbit movies, but those original Lord of the Rings movies are ones I rewatch a lot. So I was pretty excited about this 4K, especially since I'll be having a full movie theater setup. This is one of the first things that I want to watch once I get that set up, which hopefully will be sometime this month. I'd like to get it up before Christmas so I can actually watch these movies in 4K. I've read lots of reviews, and the 4K apparently looks really, really good. The Blu-ray release was really, really good as well, so which has gotten a lot of use. I own the extended DVDs and the extended Blu-ray, so yeah, I guess this is definitely one of those movies I'm just going to buy every single release they come out with. So there's actually 3 versions of Lord of the Rings 4K edition. There was the main the regular edition, which is going for $90 right now upon release. This did release this week. Now, I didn't pre-order any of these sets for various reasons, which I'll get into here in a second. But let's look at all 3 versions so you can kind of see where I'm coming from here. So the first version is the regular 4K version. It comes in this box. Doesn't look bad. I don't know. I'm not really into the design so much. For those who are new to my channel, I do some graphic design work. I do posters and stuff like that. So not the worst design, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. The main box set goes for $89.99 right now, $90 for just the 4K set. It's kind of pricey for 3 movies. But I mean, I think it's worth it. I mean, these are very long movies. They're very great movies. So it's definitely definitely something that the price wasn't the reason why I didn't pre-order this. Again, I'll get into that in a second. But let's look at the other version here. So the other version is the collector's edition. Now this is going for $150. So this is $60 more than the main 4K set, and $150 is a lot of money for 3 movies, even if they are Lord of the Rings, and even if they are the extended versions. That does include the extended and the theatrical. So I guess if you want to claim it 6 movies, that's fine. I don't really look at it that way, but regardless, $150 is a lot of money. So what's the main difference between these 2 sets? Well, this one has the 1 ring in it, and that's pretty much about it. This is part of the reason why I didn't pre-order. I was curious as to what the quality of this ring was that made this thing worth $60 more than the main set. It also does have this extra box here that looks kind of like a book. I do actually like this design that they went with for this. This actually kind of reminds me of the Blu-ray set where it just was the ring. I really just like that. So I like that it looks like a book, and I like this cover a lot better than the main 4K cover, design-wise. However, again, $60 more. The only difference is just there's a ring and this fake book thing. And then you have a slip case. Now, so what I've seen is that this is actually just made of cardboard, and not very good cardboard from what I've seen. Again, I haven't touched this, so I can't really tell. I definitely am more into the firsthand reviews for these things, but this is part of the reason why I didn't pre-order, is because these things are very expensive, and I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I want to see reviews before I decide to buy which version I'm going to get. So overall, it looks like most people are kind of disappointed with this collector set, at least in the price difference. Now, if it was like 20 bucks more or something like that, I think people would be more reasonable on it. If this was going for like 110 bucks, 20 bucks more than the original, or maybe even 30 bucks more, but $60 more is a lot of money. You don't really get a whole lot of difference here. Now, the third version is the one that I was really looking into. This is the one that I wanted to get, which is the Steelbook. Now, this is a Best Buy exclusive, I believe. Now, the Steelbook designs look really, really cool. I like these designs. These are very cool. The box has this foam on it. Now, I did watch an earlier review on YouTube where this was talked about here. So these are actually kept in pretty good shape. But here's the problem. And I'll get into it when I get into the reviews for the Steelbook here in a second, because that's part of the reason why I waited. Most of the time when I order Steelbooks through the mail, I get them and they're damaged. Like the whole point of getting Steelbooks is that they're kind of like collector's items. So you're getting them and you're displaying them, or at least I do. I've done videos where I talk about how I use magnets and kind of display them on my wall. So that's part of the reason why I collect Steelbooks. So if there's imperfections and stuff in it, yeah, it's not good. And people have had various issues. You can tell that by the star reviews. There's 12 reviews currently on Best Buy as a 3-star review. That's bad. None of them are because of the movie. It's because of the how badly the Steelbooks were damaged in the mail. And this is what I didn't trust, and this is why I didn't pre-order it, even though the Steelbook version is the version I wanted to go with. Now, the Steelbook version is 120 bucks, so this is about $30 more than the regular version. Kind of pricey just to get a Steelbook upgrade, but I like the designs a lot more, so I thought this was the one I was going to go with. But let's look into the reviews real quick so you can kind of see where I'm getting at with this. So in this review titled Damaged Steelbook, he gave 2 stars, so he's kind of generous. Let's check it out. My Steelbook case came damaged as well, as described by another reviewer. It looks like somebody hit it with a box cutter. Yes, there's multiple reviews of this being hit with a box cutter. I'm assuming that they're probably packed pretty well by the distributor, and they have to be cut open out of the box in order to package individually and sent to the person buying it. So let's see what else. Also, it has a dented corner, which is kind of surprising considering how well it seemed to be packaged. But again, the mail, they're gonna damage these things, and the Steelbooks, despite having steel in their name, are not very resilient items. Let's see. I purchased this in tandem with the Hobbit Steelbook set, which arrived completely unscathed. So, I think if that was me, I'd be very upset. I'm like, why couldn't you damage the Hobbit? Damage the Hobbit all you want. Don't damage my Lord of the Rings. Let's see, what else does he say? What stinks, though, is that I bought these as gifts, and I feel a bit sheepish presenting it in this condition. Yeah, I would too. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear as if I can get a replacement. Honestly, I wish I would have ordered 2 and kept the best one. End quote. So, yeah, I feel this guy's pain. It's like, do you send it back and hope you can get another one, a replacement? They're sold out, so I mean, the chances of them sending another one, I don't really know. But again, this is why I didn't order the Steelbook edition. Here's another review. Quit sending me dented and scratched Steelbooks! Exclamation. This all caps. This guy's serious. It's like playing roulette with your stupid shipping. Every single collector's box set is always dented, or some idiot slashed it with a box cutter. 5 exclamation points. Yeah, this guy's serious. And I'd be pissed too. Especially if you're dropping 120 bucks plus tax on a Steelbook edition of one of the greatest trilogies ever made, and you've been waiting for this. You obviously pre-ordered it, so I mean, I'd be pissed too if there's a big slash across it. I've gotten Steelbooks like that, and normally, as long as they're not too damaged, I don't even want to go through the hassle of sending them back. I just usually deal with the imperfections. I just don't put them up on my wall. I'll just put them on my shelf, so you can't really tell as much. Let's see, what else he say? Literally 3 out of 5 items I receive are damaged, and I have to drive to the store and return and reorder. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't even deal with it. I don't even live near a Best Buy anymore, so I'm not going to drive, 25, 30 plus minutes to get to Best Buy just to return something. No, thank you. And this was a 1-star review. Again, just with these 3 reviews, this is what drops these stars for this down to 3, which is kind of sad considering how great these movies are, but I get where they're coming from. They're judging the product and not the movies themselves. But what does he say here? I got mine today. First movie had a loose disc. Every collector hates to hear that. I normally, when I go into stores and I'm buying a disc, I'll shake the box around to see if the disc is loose, because that means it's probably scratched. Now, Blu-ray discs are obviously a lot more scratch resistant than DVDs, so you usually don't have this problem. But back in the day when you're collecting DVDs, yeah, they had all kinds of different boxes, and some of them were not secured very well, and DVDs are very scratch prone. But either way, having a scratch in your brand new set is not fun. Here's the thing though. Second movie, well, I had no discs. Now I'm chatting with support. I wonder what is he Best Buy support? Which takes a long time and they're not available. Well, yeah, see, this is when I just say, okay, well, I'm returning this. Just send it back and say you want to return. And I never dealt through returns through Best Buy, so I don't know how difficult that is, but Amazon usually is pretty good about these kind of things. It's pretty easy to return the stuff. This is why I didn't get the Steelbook. Obviously, not all the reviews are bad. Here's a review. We gave it 4 stars. Beautiful Steelbooks. Let's see, good 4K remaster collection. That's what everybody has said, that these movies look really, really great in 4K. I can't wait to watch them. All the Steelbooks are gorgeous. The only downside is that one of my Steelbooks had a cut across the spine, probably from a box cutter. See, this is bad. You got to treat these people sending out these Steelbooks like you can't send collectors. The people who order Steelbooks are collectors. They don't want a big box cutter across the spine like this. These are not Walmart $5 shoppers. These are people who spent a lot of money on collector sets, and they don't want you to damage them, because what's the point? It's not collectible anymore if there's a giant box cut across the so that's kind of ridiculous. Let's see what else he say. Unfortunately, I am still waiting for my Hobbit trilogy steelbooks. I pre-ordered them at the same time as Lord of the Rings steelbooks, but my order hasn't been fulfilled. And now says the item has been delayed. Well, again, at least you got the good movies, the good Lord of the Rings movies. So I may do a full review about what I think about these movies in the 4K editions once I watch them. But I really kind of wanted to do a quick video and just talk about these 4K sets, and very, very mixed reactions from everybody on these things. All of them, everybody I've talked to and everybody I've seen on online YouTube reviewers have talked about how great the 4K looks. However, a lot of people are pretty disappointed in the sets themselves, which is kind of disappointing. At this point, it almost seems like I will just go with the regular edition. I'm not going to spend extra for a piece of cardboard and a crappy ring that's $60 more. I mean, imagine all the movies you can buy for $60. And the Steelbook that I wanted, it's sold out in all the stores. I did go on opening day, and I was like, well, let me go see if I can find it. Sold out on my local Best Buy, so, it is what it is. So at this point, I think I'll probably just end up ordering the regular edition. But either way, I'm really excited to check out the 4K. Which edition did you guys get? I am kind of curious. And again, let me know what you think about this, the animated set that I'm currently using. I am currently working on Animorphs fan casting video that's still being edited. Again, I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to do these animated videos, but they're basically just simpler ways for me to get videos up quicker, because again, it's way easier for me to edit audio only videos, but I will be looking forward to being able to shoot in person back on my set again whenever that happens. But in the meantime, hopefully you enjoy the animated set, and let me know what you guys think about it. Again, let me know what you also think about the Lord of the Rings on 4K, because a lot of mixed reactions. A lot of mixed reactions. I want to thank you guys for checking out this video. I want to thank subscribers, because you guys are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geetrue64, and I'll always tell you the truth.